is a beautiful saying like practice makes a man perfect. So now in this tutorial we are going to practice more on regular expressions patterns. Come, let's learn together. See, now in this line you can see here I have taken a variable word underscore regex equals backslash w in single quotes. Now you can see here this is the pattern separated by comma. Here this is a text. So we know the syntax of how we can use a match function, and make sure you import re library, and I have not imported it, but import re library. Make sure I imported it earlier in this notebook, so make sure you import it. So now you can see here in this library we have a function match, and here we are using word regex. This is a pattern and it is a text. Now it is matching only one character, that is capital H. But in case if I'm using plus, if I'm using plus backslash w and plus, so in this case now it is different. It is going to match the whole word but not the special character, that is exclamation mark, right? So this is the difference between these two. So now you can see here, this is the pattern, backslash D, and here in the next line, you can see backslash D and plus. So in backslash D, if this is the text, it is only matching one character, that is 9, the first digit. Yeah. So if I'm using plus here, it will grab all the digits, all the 9 digits. So all these 5 digits are there. You can see here 0 comma 5, this is a span, and it will match all the 9 digits. Now moving forward, and you can see here backslash and small s. So here you can see if I'm not using plus here, it is only grabbing one space, although I have put many spaces here, but it is grabbing only one space. If I'm using plus here, in this case I'm hitting run. Now there are 4 spaces. It is grabbing all the 4 spaces because we have used plus here. Now this pattern became greedy, right? So now you can see here, I would rather recommend to put star here. It is going to, if I'm using dot period with star, in this case it is going to grab all the sentence, the whole sentence. Yeah, you can see here span 0 to 27, this is the whole sentence or the whole text it grabbed with this expression. Now you can see here s plus, this is capital S. In this case it will match only, if I'm, so see, if I'm not using here plus, in this case in it is going to grab only not space. Backslash capital S means which is not space. If it is small s, it means it is a space. If I'm using small s here, in this case it's not giving any output, but it means because there is no space. If I'm putting space here, it will give me span 0 comma 1 and matches like one spaces here. If I'm putting like more space like I did before, in this case even if I'm not putting plus here, it is not matching all other spaces. So it is only grabbing one and it is only matching the one space. And if I'm using plus here, it will grab all these 3 spaces. But in case I'm using capital S and without plus, if I'm hitting run here, because there was a space, it is not running. But now, if it is not a space, in this case, it is hitting, it is running and it is grabbing only one character, that is H in this case. So if I'm using plus here, so just pause for a while and think what will happen. Hit run. Now, see, the span is 0 comma 3. It is matching the whole word. It is including characters. It will definitely include special symbols and digits as well, everything. But where it encounters space, it will stop and it will grab that only word. So hi and with exclamation mark is the word in this case. So now you can see here word regex. If I'm using this pattern, within square brackets a hyphen z and plus, it means if I'm hitting run, you can see here it is matching high only but not the special character, not the special symbol, that is exclamatory mark here, because all the lowercase letters which are can be grouped using this expression or using this pattern. If I'm using here H capital and I'm hitting run, it will not be able to grab anything because this is the first letter which is in capital case, right? So now you can see here, and if I'm not using plus in this case, it will only grab the first letter, that is H. I hope you got it. So now similarly with A hyphen Z in capital case, now it is in this case it is only matching the H. Even if I'm using plus and I'm hitting run, can you see there is no change because the next letter is the small letter. If I'm changing it, now it is matching H and I, but not the exclamatory mark because the group is A hyphen Z, right? So now in this case, here I'm using another function. It's not a match function. Here I'm using split function. Using this split function, you can see here I have used the pattern backslash s plus. Here it is splitting, it is splitting where it is encountering space. So you can see here hi, and here's a space. Now it has created an output is in the list, and it is separated all the words of the text where it encountered space. So here was a space, the word is hi, then welcome, then space, then to, then esteems, then space, then tech. Like this you got this output using the split function, which is also again it's inside the re library, regular expressions. So now you can see here match function again. I'm using a word to match this, so it is matching this, but not the comma. It's simple. It's really simple. We have used it before, right? So you can see here the same thing. I'm using here match function. Love is there, but it is not the first word. It is the second word in the sentence, so it is not producing any output, right? So in this case, I'm using search. Search function means I have used love, but here you can see here one and two. Two are there, but it is matching only zero, one, two. At this is matching this and two, three, four, five. You can see here the index is it is ending at six, right? And it is starting at two. Once it searched for one, it is not going to another love word. This is the pattern. Remember, this is a pattern and this is a text, right? So once it searched for one word, it will not search for another, and it will stop there. So you can see here it's the span is it is starting from 2 and it is ending at 6, right? All right, so now you can see here find all. Now we have another function, that is find all. Here it is different from search. This is different function from search. Here it will find all the matching words. Like this is a pattern, this is the word that we want to find. So now in the text you can see here in the text there are three similar words, right? So it has created a list of three words as an output. Okay, so if you want any kind of help for any kind of functions in your library, so you can use help function like this, help, and within the brackets, this is the name of the library, and this is the method which is inside the regex, like regular expressions library. So we have used it like this. You can also use match here. Match is also a function, and you can also use a split here to know more about the split function. You can use like this. Before you leave, I'm going to give you a question. Practice this question, and the solution to this question we will discuss in upcoming video. And the question is divided into four parts, and here we are given a string. My string is a variable that contains string. This is a string. Let's write regex. Can you find four sentences or perhaps all words? And the first part of this question is split my string on each sentence ending. To do this, Write a pattern called sentence endings that match sentence endings like dot, the question mark, or the exclamatory mark. Then use re.split to split my string on the pattern and print the result. Second part is find and print all capitalized words in my string by writing a pattern called capitalized words and using re find all method. Third part to this question is write a pattern called spaces to match one or more spaces using this pattern. This is a hint. And then use re.split to split my string on this pattern, keeping all punctuations intact. Print the result. Find all digits in my string by writing a pattern called digits and using re.findAll and then print the result. And make sure you do this question before you come for the next tutorial. Stay connected. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. We are so thankful that you are supporting us.